What if I told you the first sign of aging may not be wrinkles or gray hair, but the moment your legs stop helping you stand up from a chair without using your hands? Many adults over 60 quietly accept weakness, slower walking, stiff hips, poor balance, and tired legs as just getting older. But as a physical therapist, I can tell you this. In many cases, your body is not simply wearing out. It is losing the muscle signals it needs to keep you strong, steady, and independent. And that matters because once standing, walking, climbing stairs, or getting out of bed becomes harder, your world can start shrinking without you even noticing. The good news is that research continues to show older adults can improve strength, balance, and mobility with the right kind of exercise. Not extreme workouts, not dangerous routines, just smart, science backed movements done consistently. Today, I'll show you 5 simple exercises that can help support healthier aging, rebuild confidence in your body, and protect the independence you never want to lose. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Exercise 1. The chair to stand squat. Rebuild the strength to get up without fear. If there is one movement that quietly predicts independence after 60, it is this. Can you stand up from a chair without struggling? Think about how many times you do this every day. Getting out of bed, rising from the toilet, standing up from the dinner table, getting out of the car after a trip to the grocery store. If this movement becomes difficult, life starts to feel smaller very quickly. That is why the first exercise is the chair to stand squat. This is a safer version of the squat designed for older adults. It strengthens your thighs, hips, glutes, and core, the same muscles that help you stand, walk, climb stairs, and prevent your knees from collapsing inward when you move. Here's how to do it. Choose a firm chair, not a soft couch. A dining chair works well. Place it against a wall so it will not slide. Sit near the front edge of the chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Your toes should point forward or slightly outward. Now cross your arms over your chest, or if you need support, place your hands lightly on the armrests. Lean your chest slightly forward as if your nose is moving over your toes. Press through your heels and slowly stand up. Do not rush. Once you are fully standing, pause for 1 second, then slowly lower yourself back down to the chair. The lowering part is just as important as standing up because that is where your muscles learn control. Start with 2 sets of 8 repetitions. Rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets. If this feels too hard, use your hands on the chair or place a cushion on the seat so you do not have to lower as far. If it feels too easy, slow the movement down. Take 3 seconds to sit, pause, then stand again. Here's the key. Do not bounce. Do not drop into the chair. Control is the medicine. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking they need heavy weights to build strength. But for someone over 60, mastering this simple chair movement can be life-changing. It teaches your legs to produce force, your hips to support your body, and your brain to trust the motion again. Do this exercise 3 to 4 days per week, not necessarily every day. Your muscles need both practice and recovery. And remember this golden rule: consistency beats intensity. A little progress every week is far better than one hard workout that leaves you sore and afraid to continue. Now that we have trained the strength to stand up, Let's move to the muscles that help you walk with better posture and less stiffness. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. Exercise 2, the wall push-up plus. Strengthen your upper body without getting on the floor. This next exercise may surprise you because when people talk about aging, they usually focus on the legs. But upper body strength is just as important for independence. Why? Because your arms and shoulders help you push open heavy doors, carry laundry, lift groceries, catch yourself near a counter, and get up from a chair when your legs feel tired. The problem is that many older adults avoid push-ups because getting down on the floor feels uncomfortable, unsafe, or simply unrealistic. That is why I recommend the Wall Push-Up Plus. It gives you many of the benefits of a push-up while keeping your feet on the ground and your body in a safer position. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands on the wall at chest height, slightly wider than your shoulders. Step your feet back about 1 to 2 feet. The farther your feet are from the wall, the harder the exercise becomes. Keep your body in one straight line from your head to your heels. Now slowly bend your elbows and bring your chest toward the wall. Stop before your face gets too close. Then gently push the wall away and return to the starting position. Here is the plus part. Once your arms are straight, push just a little more through your hands so your shoulder blades move slightly around your rib cage. You should feel the muscles around your upper back and shoulder blades wake up. Do 2 sets of 10 repetitions. Move slowly. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe out as you push away. If your shoulders feel sensitive, keep the movement smaller. If your wrists hurt, make fists and press your knuckles into the wall or use a countertop instead. If you feel sharp pain, stop. This exercise is not about looking athletic. It is about keeping the strength to use your arms in real life. Many older adults lose confidence after one bad experience, a stumble, a fall, or a moment when they could not push themselves up. The Wall Push-Up Plus helps rebuild that protective strength in the chest, shoulders, arms, and upper back. And here is something important. Posture also changes with age. Many people slowly round forward from years of sitting, driving, reading, or looking down at phones. When your upper body gets weak, your head comes forward, your shoulders round, and your balance can feel worse. This exercise gently reminds your upper body to support you again. Once it becomes easy, step your feet farther from the wall or switch to a sturdy kitchen counter. But never sacrifice form for difficulty. At this age, smart training always wins over aggressive training. Now, let's move to an exercise that targets one of the most overlooked anti-aging muscles in the body, your glutes. Exercise 3, the bed bridge. Wake up the hips that keep you walking strong. There is a muscle group many older adults forget about until it becomes weak, the glutes. Your glutes are not just seat muscles. They help you stand upright, climb stairs, stabilize your pelvis, protect your lower back, and keep your walking stride strong. When the glutes become weak, many people start walking with shorter steps, slower speed, and more pressure on the knees and lower back. That is why the third exercise is the bed bridge. The reason I call it the bed bridge is simple. Many seniors can do it right on a firm bed or on the floor with a mat. It is gentle, practical, and very useful. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat. Your feet should be about hip width apart. Place your arms at your sides with your palms down. Before lifting, gently tighten your lower belly as if you are preparing for a small cough. Do not hold your breath. Now, press through your heels and slowly lift your hips a few inches. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Pause for 1 second, then slowly lower down. Do 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. The goal is not to lift as high as possible. The goal is to feel the back of your hips working without arching your lower back. Here's a good cue. Imagine your hips are an elevator, not a rocket. They rise slowly, pause, and come down with control. If this is too difficult, start with a glute squeeze only. Lie down with knees bent, squeeze your buttock muscles for 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 times. After a week or two, try lifting the hips just 1 inch. If you want a more challenging version, hold the bridge at the top for 3 seconds, or place a small pillow between your knees and gently squeeze it while lifting. This movement is especially helpful for older adults who sit for long periods, watching TV, driving, reading, or spending time at the kitchen table. Long sitting can make the hips feel sleepy and stiff. The bed bridge wakes them back up. But here is the warning. If you feel cramping in the back of your thighs, your hamstrings may be doing too much work. Bring your feet slightly closer to your hips and focus on squeezing the glutes before lifting. Done correctly, this exercise can make standing, walking, and stair climbing feel more stable over time. Now we have trained standing strength, upper body support, and hip power. But aging is not only about strength, it is also about balance, and balance must be practiced before you lose it. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. Exercise 4, the counterbalance march. Train your body to stay steady in daily life. Most falls do not happen during exercise. They happen during ordinary moments. Turning around in the kitchen, stepping over a rug, getting up at night to use the bathroom, carrying a grocery bag while trying to unlock the front door. These are the real-life situations where balance matters. That is why the 4th exercise is the counterbalance march. This is a simple but powerful movement that trains your hips, ankles, core, and nervous system to work together. Balance is not just about standing still. It is about controlling your body while one foot is moving. Stand behind a sturdy kitchen counter or hold the back of a heavy chair. Keep your feet hip width apart. Stand tall, but do not lock your knees. Now, slowly lift your right knee a few inches, like you are marching in place. Pause for 1 second. Lower it down with control, then lift your left knee. Continue alternating. Do this for 30 seconds. Rest, then repeat for 2 rounds. At first, keep both hands on the counter. As you improve, try using just your fingertips. Later, if safe, you can hover your hands near the counter without touching, but only if you feel steady. Here is the part most people miss. Do not rush the march. If you move quickly, momentum does the work. If you move slowly, your balance system has to wake up. Try this breathing pattern. Inhale as you prepare, exhale gently as you lift the knee. Keep your eyes forward, not down at your feet. Looking down may feel safer, but in real life, you need to look ahead while walking. If lifting the knee feels too difficult, simply lift your heel and keep your toes on the floor. This is a smaller version that still trains weight shifting. If you want to make it harder, pause for 2 seconds at the top of each march. This exercise is especially valuable for older adults who feel unsteady when stepping off curbs, walking across parking lots, or moving around the house in socks. It teaches your body to shift weight from one leg to the other, the foundation of walking. Remember, balance is not something you either have or do not have. Balance is a skill. And like any skill, it improves with safe practice. Now, the final exercise brings everything together: legs, hips, posture, coordination, and the ability to move sideways, something many older adults lose without realizing it. Exercise 5. The side step strength walk. Protect the hips, knees, and balance system. Most people train forward movement. They walk forward, climb forward, reach forward, but real life does not only happen in a straight line. You step sideways to move around furniture. You shift sideways in the grocery aisle. You avoid a pet, a rug, or a grandchild's toy on the floor. You turn in the bathroom. You move around the kitchen. And here's the problem. Many older adults lose side-to-side strength before they notice it. That weakness can affect the hips, knees, ankles, and balance. That is why the 5th exercise is the side step strength walk. Stand beside a kitchen counter or a hallway wall. Keep one hand close to support. Bend your knees slightly, just a little. Keep your chest tall. Now, take a small step to the right with your right foot. Then bring your left foot toward it, but do not let your feet slam together. Move slowly and smoothly. Take 5 steps to the right, then 5 steps to the left. That is 1 round, do 3 rounds. You should feel the sides of your hips working. These muscles help keep your pelvis stable when you walk. When they are weak, your walking can become wobbly, your knees may drift inward, and your balance may feel less reliable. Here is the most important form tip. Keep your toes pointing forward. Do not turn your feet outward like a duck. The goal is to train the side hips, not twist through the knees. If this feels too hard, take smaller steps and keep both hands on the counter. If it feels too easy, place a light resistance band above your knees, but only if your form stays clean. Do not rush. Sideways movement should feel controlled, not bouncy. This exercise is powerful because it trains the body in a direction many seniors ignore. And often, the directions we ignore are the ones that surprise us during a fall. Think of this as insurance for real life. Not dramatic, not flashy, but deeply practical. Do it near a stable surface, especially at first. Wear supportive shoes, avoid slippery socks, and clear the floor before you begin. After a few weeks, many people notice they feel more secure turning, stepping around objects, and moving through tight spaces at home. That is what reverse aging should mean in an honest, healthy way. Not pretending your body is young forever, but helping your body recover abilities that aging and inactivity may have taken away. Simple weekly plan for seniors over 60. Now let's bring everything together into a simple weekly plan you can actually follow without feeling overwhelmed. If you are over 60, you do not need to exercise like a young athlete to protect your strength. What your body needs most is a steady signal, repeated safely, week after week. Start with this routine 3 days per week, such as Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On each day, practice the chair to stand squat, wall push-up plus, bed bridge, counterbalance march, and side step strength walk. Begin with the easiest version of each movement, If you are new to exercise, one round is enough. Your goal in the first 2 weeks is not to feel exhausted. Your goal is to teach your body, I can move safely again. After 2 weeks, if you feel more confident, slowly increase to the full sets and repetitions described earlier. On the days between, stay gently active. Take a comfortable walk around the block. Move through your home. Do light gardening. Stretch while watching TV. Or walk inside a grocery store if the weather is bad. For many older adults in the United States, the safest exercise plan is not the most intense one. It is the one you can repeat without fear. And please listen carefully to your body. Mild muscle fatigue is normal. Sharp pain is not. Feeling your legs work is normal. Chest pressure, severe dizziness, unusual shortness of breath, or sudden swelling is not something to ignore. If something feels wrong, stop and speak with your doctor or physical therapist. The deeper message is this: aging does change the body, but it does not mean you have to surrender your independence quietly. Weak legs, slower walking, poor balance, and struggling to stand from a chair are not just small inconveniences. Over time, they can make your world smaller. You may stop using stairs, avoid walking outside, sit more often, and slowly lose even more strength. But the opposite is also true. When you train your legs, hips, arms, core, and balance system, you give your body a reason to stay capable. These 5 exercises are not about looking young. They are about living with more confidence. Standing from a chair without fear. Walking to the mailbox with steadier steps. Getting out of bed with better control. Moving through your kitchen without reaching for every counter. That is what healthy aging really means. Start small. Move slowly. Hold on to support when needed. Progress gradually. Your future body does not need perfection. It needs consistency, patience, and the belief that strength can still be rebuilt, one safe repetition at a time. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.